Today I am going to explain Applied Science Chemistry Practicals. I am Mrs. Rushali Chaudhary. We are going to learn how to perform the practicals. Today we are going to perform practical number 6, that is a determination of moisture and ash content in water. Moisture, volatile matter, ash, fixed carbon are the proximate analysis of a coal. When these particles, substances are present in coal, they are determines the quality of coal. Therefore, it is important to find out the value of moisture, volatile matter and ash and fixed carbon. The presence of moisture changes the calorific value of coal. What is meaning of that? How much energy is released by the coal, that is determined or affected by the moisture. The percentage of ash is used to determine the ash load, or how much ash is produced in a boiler, that is determined by the percentage of ash. The fixed carbon is a value obtained by the subtracting the sum of ash, moisture and volatile matter. As diploma engineers are going to deal with the different fuels, they must know how to find out moisture and the ash content in a coal. When we are before performing practical, we must know theoretical background of this experiment. What is a coal? Coal is a fuel which is used in a boiler to produce a large amount of heat. So if the large quantity of moisture is present, it will increase the ignition temperature and it is going to cause a smoke. How we are going to determine how much moisture is present? We are going to perform some laboratory test. What is meaning of the moisture? Moisture is a water content. And how we are going to determine? We are going to check out weight of coal sample before heating and after heating. As the moisture is having a water, when we are heating the coal at 100 degree, water get evaporated and we are getting the dry coal. So we are going to check out how much weight of a coal decreases after drying, and that decrease in a weight is considered as percentage of moisture. What is the ash content? It is a unburned substances present in a coal sample, or impurities are present in a coal sample. So after burning, they will remain as it is. This is a practical setup of experiment. Some video links are shared here. You are going through it. So when we are performing this experiment, what we required? We are going to weigh the coal sample. So we require the electronic balance. We require the electric oven. Why? For heating the coal sample. Muffle furnace. Why we require the muffle furnace? We are required muffle furnace for heating at a very high temperature or burning of coal. Pair of tongue. Silica crucible. Coal sample. These are the apparatus we are required for the experiment. What is this? This is the coal sample. This is called as a pair of tongue. Chimta. And this pair of tongue is holding this small crucible, the small container that is called as a crucible. This is the weighing balance to measure the exact and accurate weight. These small containers are called as a crucible. We are not using metallic or the glass containers for measuring the coal and heating the coal, because we are heating at very high temperature. So we have to choose such a material. That material is called as refractories, which is stable at very high temperature. Here we are using the silica refractories, that silica crucible. So in this silica crucible, we are going to weigh. First we are going to weigh the silica crucible. Empty silica crucible we are going to weigh. Then we are going to put 1 gram of coal sample approximately, and then we are going to keep in a oven. This is called as a oven. We are going to set a temperature of the oven at 105 degree Celsius, and we are going to keep this sample in this oven for 1 hour. After 1 hour we are going to remove it, and we will again cool down in a desiccator, so moisture will not again come in contact, it will remain intact. Again we will take a weight. So after that we will observe the weight of the coal sample is decreases, that we will perform in a calculation. Just we are going to note it down. Another way is determination of ash. What is meaning of the ash? The unburned particles. How to determine unburned particles? For that we are going to burn the whole coal sample. So when we are burning the coal sample, all carbon get burned, and whatever the residue remain, that is called as ash. This is your weighing balance. We will first take an empty weight of silica crucible. We are going to add approximately 1 gram of coal sample. We will take a total weight. Again we are going to put this silica crucible carefully in this muffle furnace. This instrument is called as muffle furnace. Muffle furnace is having a capacity to heat a sample to 1000 degree, 900 degree, that is a very high temperature. But oven heating is limited for the 100 or the 110 degree. Muffle furnace approximately 900 degree we are able to heat. Okay, at 900 degree it is not possible to keep a metal. Why? Metal itself get melted. So we are using this crucible which is stable at high temperature. So when we are heating coal sample at 900 degrees Celsius, what will happen? All carbon, all combustible matter get burned. Combustion of these take place, and that after combustion this carbon is converted to the carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and the particles like a clay or other impurities which is not able to burn, which is not get oxidized, will remain as it is. See, in this first part we will see this is a black color, it's called as a coal, and when we burning it we will get this brown color or the white color powder. Why? All carbon get burned and the remaining is the ash. Here we are taking a crucible, coal sample in a crucible. We are heating at very high temperature, so all carbon get burned. So whichever the part which is not get burned, that is remain as a residue. So weight of coal or weight of crucible increase or decrease? It is definitely going to decrease. See, in a coal sample it is a large quantity, but when we are talking about the ash, it is very small quantity. So we are going to measure the weight of ash, how much it is produced, and we will use that for the calculation. So first part is determination of moisture. We are keeping 1 gram of the coal in a silica crucible and keep this silica crucible in a oven at 105 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. So in this 1 hour all water get evaporated and we will get less weight. Similarly, for the determination of ash, we are going to heat the coal sample in a muffle furnace at 750 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. So it is very high temperature, that's why we are using the muffle furnace. And due to the high temperature, all carbons get burned. Only residue will remain. These are the observation table. What is first observation? Means what we are going to perform? We are going to take a weight of empty silica crucible. Then again weight it crucible plus coal sample. And then find out how much difference, means how much exactly coal is taken. Next, Heat it for the 100 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. So again take a weight of silica crucible along with a coal sample and find out how much moisture is removed. The percentage of moisture content is weight of moisture removed, weight of coal taken, multiply by 100. Similarly, for determination of ash, here we are going to determine how much weight of ash is formed. Means after heating, after burning, what is the weight of crucible plus ash, and we will find out weight of ash formed. And calculation is weight of ash formed out of weight of coal sample taken. So we will find out how much percentage of coal is converted to the ash. We are going to complete the observation table and calculation. State the temperature for removal of moisture and ash from the coal sample. For the moisture, as it is a water, we are heating at 105 degrees Celsius. So due to 105 degree, whatever the water molecules are here, that is converted to the gaseous form and removed. For the ash, we are going to heat for the 750 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Name the elements that are combustible in fuel, like a carbon and sulfur are combustible in a fuel. Important factors in a fuel selection. When we are choosing fuel for the particular application, we are checking its calorific value, ignition temperature, moisture contents and amount of impurities it is present, and ash content. These are the important factors selecting for the fuel for the industrial application. Thank you class. Thank you so much for understanding.